What's up, everybody? Hope you all are having a fantastic day. It's about 6:30 in the morning. Anyway, this video is about how we took the 350Z from this to a much improved this. For those who don't know, I recently got a 350Z for a seat time drift car. If you don't want to miss any of the build, make sure to subscribe to follow along. And for the OGs, don't worry, the Datsun's still here. We're still going to be working on it, have videos coming out for it soon. Without further ado, let's hop into the episode. You can hear the drone in the cabin really bad. And the plan was to drive this to work every once in a while. I really don't see that happening. So we have a plan for this. We have a fix. It's already sitting at the house. Ooh, that looks nice. So this is the new exhaust that we are putting on the Z. It is an ISR Single Exit Exhaust with the resonator. Hopefully that'll kill the drone and an actual muffler rather than a tin can on the back. It's going to sound significantly better than what we have now. It actually looks really good. All stainless, muffler tip or polish, the rest is raw. For the money that I paid for it, comparatively to the other exhaust, it was a steal. So the next step in our process is to actually jack up the rear end of the car and see exactly what we're working with right now. We'll start pulling off the old exhaust and installing the new one. It's pretty much as simple as that. So we've got an ISR pipe going straight piped with no resonator into this wannabe muffler. So the plan is to take off this bolt and the bolt on the other side. And as you can tell, it's been drug on the ground a little bit. We'll take out those two bolts. Those two should be just fine. So we have one exhaust hanger and two exhaust hanger, which you can't see the rubber part at the top. So here's our old system. The resonator would sit about here and then travel up to our front muffler. And I looked around all the muffler and I didn't see anything about any sort of branding, which isn't a big deal to me as long as it sounds good, but it doesn't. So the same way we just took the old one off, we're gonna put the new one on. 4 bolts, 2 hangers, and putting the hangers on should be easier than taking them off, and taking them off is not very hard. Also, I kind of want to show this off. What's really cool about this ISR is this little flap right here. So if you end up hitting your exhaust on the ground, it doesn't catch this lip and rip your exhaust off. That's the start to a not very fun day. This is just the resonator. So I'm talking directly into the microphone, and now I'm also talking directly into the microphone. Does it sound good? Does it sound good to you? I'm yelling. I am yelling at this. Could you hear it? I don't know if there's a difference. I might look like a complete idiot right now. I do have neighbors looking at me, so worth it. Now that everything's tightened down and the hangers are on, the last thing we need to do, because it's stainless, and honestly I don't know if it's just titanium, I know titanium does it as well, but all the fingerprints I left on there because I didn't wear any gloves. Once it heat cycles and gets hot, it will show all those fingerprints. So we're gonna take some brake clean, some rags, we're just gonna wipe it down real quick. Now, I'm not going to BS you here and tell you that I know for sure that you need to brake clean your exhaust system. I just know that that's what I've seen and that's what I've heard. So I don't know if it's just for titanium or if it's for stainless steel and titanium or if it's just raw stainless steel. If you know, let me know down in the comments. It'd be really helpful. Let's lower this thing and give her a first start. sounds so much better. I only revved it up to like 4,500 because it's still kind of cold. She sounds so much better. I'm really happy with what I've heard so far. Let's take her for a couple rips and I'll give you my final thoughts. So as you can tell, it already sounds a lot better. The drone in the cab is pretty much gone, and all you can hear are the exhaust tones, and it's glorious. Sorry about the wind. I have the windows down right now because I want to hear it when they're up. When they're up and you're just cruising, you can barely hear anything. There's definitely no drone, so that was pretty much, besides the super loud exhaust and trying to drive this really early in the morning when I leave for work and waking up my neighbors. One of my biggest concerns was the drone in the cab, and it was really annoying. It sounds good when you're on the throttle, and then when you're cruising, when you're on the throttle above 3,500 RPM, you know, that 4,000 range, it sounds really good. It sounds like you want it to. And then when you're in your cruise range, you know, 2,500, I mean, if you're on the highway, 3 grand. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. That's pretty much going to do it. We've got a lot more coming. Steering wheel, shift knob, oil cooler, things to make this thing a little ripper. The goal of this car, if you didn't see the first video, is to be a seat time drift car, and I also need to be able to take it to work every once in a while. And if you want to watch the rest of the channel, I have a 2JZ swapped Datsun, or Datsun, however you pronounce it. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.